Good morning, good morning. I just got a quick message here for you, and I'm going to go ahead on and get right on in it. And so today, we're in this moment. First of all, excuse my bonnet. Um, just excuse it. I just wanted to go ahead on and get this word recorded. I don't feel like taking it off at this moment, and I'm not getting ready to do my hair, and I'm not getting ready to get cute for this message because the most important thing is just the message. So, excuse my bonnet. Thank you. So let's just get into it. So the word or the message today is stop borrowing money if you don't have to. Quit. Just quit borrowing money if you absolutely don't have to. I personally hate borrowing money with a passion. I hate it, and I hate it with a passion. Did I mention to you that I hate borrowing money with a passion? If Deidre comes to you borrowing money, I am in a downright emergency need. So you best know when Deidre come to you asking to borrow a little change, I am in a downright emergency need. It is an emergency. I will exhaust all my legal options. I will exhaust all my legal options before I go and ask for some change. Exhaust all your legal options first. Think about it. Think twice. Think three times. Think four. Because there might be some things that you ain't even realized that you have access to before you go asking somebody for something else. People need their money. Yes, they do. We all need our little change that we have. However, usually there is always somebody in your circle that's a little bit more fortunate than you are. And so when/if you do get in that place where you do need to borrow, you kind of know who you can go to and who you probably can't go to. And so that's that. But the whole thing is just quit borrowing money if you don't have to. Just quit borrowing money. Exhaust all your legal options first. And if you're going to borrow, if you need to borrow from somebody, don't borrow for nothing unnecessarily. I don't borrow for nothing unnecessarily. Deidre, what you mean? Let me put it this way. I got some bills that are more important than others. I mean, all my bills matter. I'm not kicking all my creditors to the side, but I got some bills that are just more important than others. I'm not borrowing money to make a credit card payment. I'm not borrowing money to make a loan payment. I'm not borrowing money to make. I'm not borrowing money to pay a Netflix bill. I'm not borrowing money to pay for something that I brought on to myself, something that I don't have to have, something that I don't need. If I come to you to borrow, it's gonna be for that light bill. I'm coming up short on my light bill, child. I need a little change. I'm coming up short on my rent or my mortgage. I need a little bit of change. Oh, we need a little bit of food in the house. We just ain't got nothing, and I just need a little change to get a little food. I don't need but a little bit because I can make a miracle happen. I know food is expensive these days, but I know where to go, and I know how to find some things that's been marked down. I can make a little miracle happen on a little bit of change until I get paid again. That's about the only thing I'm coming to borrow for, if I come to borrow at all. Some food, that light bill, and that rent/mortgage. So don't be if you need to ask somebody for a little change, don't be borrowing unnecessarily. Borrow only for what's really important, what's really an emergency need. And then on the next hand, if you're going to borrow from people, let them know up front how long you think is let them know how up front how long you think it's going to take before you're going to be able to pay them back. Don't beat around the bush. Don't give no false estimates. Don't give no false promises. I'm going to pay you back next week when I get paid. Then next week coming, you got an excuse. I can't get you this week. Go ahead on and assess the situation. You know your situation. Assess the situation, and give a good estimate of when you think you probably gonna be able to pay this person back before you even take the money from them, so they know what they up against, what they're dealing with. They know how long they're gonna be having to wait. And then on top of that, if for me, for instance, if I'm in a place where I told you a time and I'm still experiencing tight times when that time come, I'm gonna check in with you and I'm gonna let you know, because I'm not the one. Some people don't care. Some people just keep right on telling you, oh, I ain't forgot you, I'm gonna pay you back. Some people don't care. I ain't that person. Child, when I let you know, I ain't forgot you, I'm still gonna return your funds back, I'm just still in a tight time and I can't get you right now, just know I'm gonna get you. I don't care how long it takes, I'm gonna get you. I borrowed something from somebody last year and I paid them back at the beginning of this year when I got a little change. And I apologized. I said, I'm sorry it took me so long, but time was just tight over here. But I hadn't forgot you though. And here you go back. So check in with the people that you borrowed from. Don't leave them hanging. Don't just ignore the fact. If you know you can't pay them back, don't just ignore the fact that you can't pay them back. And just don't say nothing. Just ignore and just fall off the face of the earth. And just don't say nothing at all. Check in with them and let them know what's going on. And let them know that, hey, I haven't forgot you. I'm going to get you. Tell them the truth. Like, things just still tight right now. I just ain't got it right now, but I ain't forgot you. And me, if the person really need their change back, I'll make a way to give it back to them, and just somebody's gonna come up short. Like, cause you helped me in a time when I really needed it. But if you can wait, wait for me a little bit. I got you. I ain't forgot you. I'm gonna get you. Yes. So these are just my little thoughts on borrowing. Quit borrowing if you don't have to. Exhaust all your legal options. Meaning just think of anything, if you got anywhere else who can come up short. Because 9 times out of 10, somebody can come up short. Who can come up short so you can pay your most important bills until funds get back right, that you can get caught up on whatever you need to get caught up on. Exhaust all your legal options first before you go borrow from somebody else. Because 9 times, I ain't going to put it like that. There's a lot of folks you borrow from, friends, family, and then they go back and run you in the ground talking about you. Oh, she had to borrow this. Oh, she going through this. She having a tight time. And you know what? There's certain people that I stopped, even the time that I have had to ask. I don't even ask them no more, because I know that they'll go back and talk about you. Oh, she had to borrow this. This has been a while back. And I thought about that today. So just try not to borrow if you don't have to. So if you don't get nothing else from this message, just get these things. Exhaust all your legal options. Determine who can wait and who can't. Determine who can wait and who can't wait. Only borrow if it's an emergency need. Emergency being those type of things like I listed, or like I spoke about earlier in this video. Rent, light bill, mortgage, food, and then if there's something else that you consider emergency, that as well. And then if you do have to borrow and you know you can't pay the person, let the person know in advance how long you think it's going to take before you can pay them back. And then if something happens along the way, even along the way, if it's a long period of time before you're going to pay them back, keep in touch with them. Honestly, keep in touch with them every so often, and just let them know that I ain't forgot you, I got you. Things are just still a little bit tight right now, but I got you. Then if you get to that point that you promised them, and let them know that I'm going to pay you back, just let them know that, hey, I need a little bit more time. Things are just still tight right now. I'm having a tough time. And if they're in a place where they can still hold on for you, then do that, and still keep in touch with them throughout the process, letting them know that, hey, I got you. And finally get to that point where you do actually pay them back. Don't let it be 10, 15, 20 years. So I hope this message helps somebody. I'm speaking to you from my own life experience. I hope it helps somebody. I hope this message reaches who it needs to reach at the time that it needs to reach you. Thank you for watching this message, because you had many other channels you could have stopped by, but you decided to click on mine, and I appreciate you for doing so. Even if you didn't stay the whole time, thank you for staying a little while. And I would look to see you in my next video. It is time for the Word of God. It is time for church, and I am getting ready to get ready. So y'all have a great rest of your day. Talk to you in my next video.